Hello everyone. So if you remember from the last recap videos of Season 2 of our network game that we just finished, I was talking about doing the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament and playing that out in one session if we can, maybe two sessions if we can't. And that was going to be on the same save game file of the last two network seasons that we did. So this is the 2026 FIFA World Cup on the same save that we did on the last two seasons of this network game. We've got 9 players signed up, so we got the original 8 that played the last network game. So that's myself, Alex, Johnny, Jesper, Rodney, Adnan, Stuart and Wayne. So that us 8 have signed up, and then you've got Edgar, who signed up as the 9th player, who took part in the last World Cup tournament we did, which I believe was 2002, I think it was. It was either that or the Euros he played in. He played in one of them, but he's come back for this tournament. So basically, if you remember from the last recap video regarding our last network game, there was some winnings to be distributed out to all of us because of the AI winning the League Cup and the FA Cup as per the rules. Now what we decided is that money, which amounts to about 25 quid I believe, I'm pretty sure it's £25 on the button, that will be the winnings for whoever goes the furthest in this tournament. So, yeah, we need to decide on that for definite. It might be that the winnings are only paid out to somebody that wins the tournament, so you have to win the tournament to get the £25 winnings, otherwise it will just be put into the pot to bolster the money for the next network game that we do. Or we could do it on who finishes the furthest, so it might be that, for example, one of the human players that's taking part out of the 9 of us gets to the semi-finals, all the rest of us get knocked out, and he loses in the semis, but as the 3rd and 4th to contend with, it might be because he went the furthest, he gets the £25. I'm going to have a vote on that though, with the other lads, to see what they think. So that's a bit up in the air at the minute, but yeah, we'll put a vote to that. So basically what's going to happen is, I'll show you the draw first and foremost, how it all looks. So that's Group A. It's a tasty one, isn't it? England, Argentina. It's Group B. Group C. Group D. Group E. Group F, Group G, and Group H. So they are the groups for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now what I've showed you there, they're the seeds, the top seeds, the second seeds, and so on. So obviously Suriname, or whatever they're pronounced, are the weakest seed by the looks of things. Them and a few others. Sorry, you got the history of the last winners and things. Yeah. First and foremost, before I just want to check something out a minute. Bear with me. Let's look at the FIFA rankings. See if it agrees with me. No, it doesn't agree with me. I mean, these are the FIFA rankings according to the game. Most of them are in the top 9 that I think. So I think them 7, not necessarily in that order, are definitely 7 of the strongest nations. Then you got Denmark and Morocco, which I would disagree. I would have Brazil instead of Denmark and Morocco. And then, where are Argentina? Argentina 22nd, that's crazy. Argentina would be in that 9 as well. So you'd have that top 7 up to Portugal, and then Argentina and Brazil. They, for me, are the 9 strongest nations in world football historically. And that's what I'm sort of saying is the case here, even though the world rankings don't agree. So my plan is, now, there, as I've just showed you, drag it down, they're what I consider the 9 strongest teams to go with the 9 of us that are taking part. All of them are qualified as well, which is a bonus. So what I'm going to do is, firstly, Rodney has asked me to draw him every team. So he wants every single team in the World Cup. That includes Suriname, I think that's how you pronounce it, Qatar. He wants all of them to go in the draw for him, so he can get any single one of them. The rest of us, though, will be drawn one of them 9 teams. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to draw it out in terms of how the league table went last season. So Alex won the league, Johnny comes second, Jesper third, Rodney fourth, Adnan was the next highest human controlled team. Then it was me, then it was Stuart. Wayne was in a different league and joined later, so he will get 8th pick, and Edgar, because he's a new fella to this, will get the 9th pick. So you'll basically see how I do it in a minute, but that is how things are going to go. So the rest of us will be just drawn one of these 9 teams. Rodney could be drawn any of the 32. That's what he's requested. He said he don't mind having a challenge, and that's the case. I mean, it might be that he gets one of the strongest teams, which is all well and good then, but he wants to have a chance of managing anybody. So I've respected them wishes. Okay, so let's have a go at this. So I've set it up already. So Alex is going to be the first to be drawn, and as I said, he can be drawn any of them 9 teams. So it will be just a complete first spin, and I'm doing this on the website willernames.com. It's completely random, no fixing to it or anything, it's just done by the computer. So without further ado, let's do it. This will be who Alex Gordon manages in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I think he'll be happy with that. Alex gets Spain, and if I'm right in remembering, I'm sure he managed Spain in one of the previous Euros or FIFA World Cup tourneys he did. He's not got a good record in these international tourneys. Alex kept getting knocked out in the groups, I believe, but over a long league season he's proven a beast, because he's won the last 2 Premier Leagues. So he gets another crack at Spain, only this time he'll have a very strong Spain rather than a fairly weak one. So yeah, Alex gets Spain. So let's remove Spain from there. And sorry, what's going on here? Made a little cock up here. Sorry, I'm doing it one-handed. Alex gets Spain. So next up will be Johnny. So we remove Spain from the draw. Yeah, this is who Johnny gets. Ho 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 ho. Strong one for Johnny. Johnny gets Portugal. Interesting. Very interesting. Johnny will manage Portugal. And the wonder is, will he bring a 41-year-old Ronaldo to that tournament? That's if he's not retired from international duty on the game. That'll be interesting to see what Johnny does there. Because in real life, I think he's going to make it. He's still looking a freak at 40-odd years old. Crazy. So Jesper was the next placed in the league with his Leicester team, so he will get the 3rd pick. So there should be 7 teams left. Yep, okay. Away we go. This is who Jesper will manage. Ho ho ho. Jesper. Brazil for Jesper. Brazil. I think these boys are, I mean, they're all strong nations anyway, but I think you've probably got the top 3 strongest, probably barring Argentina. They're probably three of the very, very strongest, so I think them boys will be happy with that. Okay, so it's Rodney next. So what I need to do here, I've got Rodney set up already. I need to take out Spain, Portugal and Brazil. So Brazil have got to go. Spain have got to go. And Portugal have got to go. So I'll just show you. There should now be 29 teams, I believe it is. Just going to count them. Yep, so 29 teams, so you can see them all there. This is the way Rodney wanted it. I respected that. Ideally, I wanted us all to have a strong nation. That's just the way I wanted to do it originally, but I've respected Rodney's wishes. This is what he wants. So let's see who he gets. Plenty of choice there for Rodney. Let's see who he's going to manage. Oh, so Rodney, by complete luck of the draw, with every one of them in, will manage Switzerland. So I wonder how Rodney will feel about that. Not the weakest team, not the strongest team, but definitely one of the mid-rounders, and I reckon he'll be quite happy with that because it gives him half a chance to win. But it'll be a real challenge as well because the Swiss are not the strongest, but they're not the weakest. So we've got a mid-range team there, I think. So yeah, I think he'd be quite happy with that. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of something now. Yeah, so these 6 are the 6 that are left. There's 5 to draw. So one of these will be managed by the AI. One of these big teams will be managed by the AI. And it's Adnan up next. I'm just checking they're all in there. Okay, yep. Here we go, Adnan next. Now Adnan gets England, and a bit of a sigh there, as you can imagine, from me. Being English, I would have liked to have managed England. I was hoping I was going to get them, but they're gone. Luck of the draw. Adnan will manage England, and England have got a good chance. They've got a very good chance in this tournament, and that's who Adnan will manage. Okay, so it's me next. 5 left. Here we go. Who am I going to manage? Okay, so Italy for me. Euros winners of the 2020, which was played in 2021. How do I feel about that? A bit gutted. I would have preferred somebody else, if I'm honest. Perhaps Germany, France, Argentina, or even the Netherlands, because I love the Netherlands kit. Got a bit of a soft spot for the Netherlands. But I've got Italy, and that is the way the draw goes. So I will have to like it or lump it. I mean, they're not the worst team in the tourney. They're not as strong as they were, that's for sure, but yeah, we'll give it a go. So you got Stuart, Wayne and Edgar left. 4 teams to draw. So Stuart's next. Stuart will be happy with that. Viva on Francois gets France. Stuart gets France. And I know he was hoping for Portugal because he had them last time round in one of the Euros or World Cups. I think he won it actually, if I remember. I'm not sure, I can't remember. He said on the history roll, but yeah, I can't remember. So Stuart gets France. So there's 3 left here: Argentina, Germany and the Netherlands, Holland. And Wayne and Edgar to draw. So Wayne's next. So Wayne's got the Netherlands. Wayne has got the Netherlands there. And Edgar has got one hell of a pick there. Because whoever he gets out of them two monsters, I don't think he can complain. Being the last pick as well, the very last pick, he's got a very flipping good pick there. So, yeah, Argentina and Germany left. Whoever doesn't get drawn will be AI controlled. Let's see who Edgar gets. Ho ho ho. The last World Cup winners. Edgar's got the responsibility of trying to retain the title with Argentina. So Germany will be AI controlled. And Edgar will take Argentina into the tournament, wanting to what's the word? I'm trying to think the bloody word. Win it again, I should say. Try and win it again, 2 in a row. So yeah, you've got Alex with Spain, Johnny with Portugal, Jesper with Brazil, Rodney with Switzerland, Adnan England, me Italy, Stuart France, Wayne Netherlands, otherwise known as Holland, Edgar Argentina, and Germany will be AI controlled. So basically this will be played out on the 22nd of of June, on a Sunday. So that's a week today, and we're aiming to start around 7:45 for this, in the hope we'll get it all played out in one night. If not, we'll have to do it in 2 sessions. So the plan is now we need all 9 players to, they'll have a week to basically get onto the save game, download the save game, and basically scour the save game, get their team together who they want to call up for the tournament, and yeah, basically they will then need to send me their team for the tournament. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think, let me have a look a minute. So if I just basically, I don't know, add an app manager, let's call him something random. It's just, I don't know what that is, but it just come out of my mind. I don't know, Arsenal, Spanish. Just take control of Spain a minute. It says 30 players, so it won't be 30 you can take. Yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to holiday this forward, this game. I'm going to restart the save, so we haven't got this Ernie Winty or whatever on it. And then I'm going to holiday to the point where you need to submit your squad. And then I'll know how many players everybody will need to submit. And then basically what you'll need to do is like what you did last time round for one of these tournaments. Send me your squad. I will go on, call that squad up, submit it, so it's all good for the tournament. The only thing is you might want to draw yourself up a little standby list as well of about 4 or 5 players, just in case you get injuries, because it's inevitable that you get players that are injured, and it would mean that I can call these players up in order of preference to take those that might be injured or whatnot. But yeah, that is the draw. Looking forward to this. Should be good. And as I said, there's about £25 winnings to be won, but we do need to have a vote on that as to whether it's you have to win the tournament to get the winnings, or it goes to the person that basically goes the furthest. But yeah, that will be up for vote. So yeah, we will have a recap video on this nearer the time when it's done, and then yeah, go from there. Thanks a lot.